Thank you to Brian C for supporting the channel and making this request. It is much appreciated. I haven't heard of Breaking Benjamin before, so this is my first listen, not only to this track, but also to this artist. This is Breaking Benjamin, Dance with the Devil. Oh, please be heavy.
Here I stand, helpless and left for dead.
Yeah.
Close your eyes, so many days go by, easy to find what's wrong, harder to find what's right. I believe in.
Did you hear that part there? Quite important, I think. So many days go by, easy to find what's wrong, harder to find what's right. And I'm sure that's pretty easy to resonate for most people. I'm pretty sure that is something that is common amongst humans and the way that our minds work. Our minds can very often make negative self-judgments, and if we can place a lot of weight on those self-judgments as if they are true. You know, our thoughts we have about ourselves, the words we say about ourselves have a massive influence on our actions, on our behaviors, on the things we do, how we are in the world, how we present ourselves in our relationships, how we see ourselves within those relationships. And that can spiral into something resembling like a depressive experience if you're not careful. And the further into that experience we go, the more these self-concepts, especially negative self-concepts, start to emerge. I'm worthless, I'm bad, I'm hopeless, I'm unlovable, I'm not good for anyone, I'm never going to be in a relationship, I'm never going to do anything worthwhile. You know, deeper down, you know, the more you have those thoughts, the deeper down that spiral that you go, and it keeps itself going, it maintains itself. And that's really hard to break. That's a spiral that is so hard to get out of once it's started. So he's right, the harder it is to find what's right, the harder it then becomes to find what's right because of that spiral. And then trying to tap into some form of self-compassion or self-kindness to try and reverse that cycle is incredibly difficult. Comment if you agree.
Find what's wrong, harder to find what's right. I believe in you, I can show you that I can see right through all your empty lies. I won't stay long in this world for long. Say goodbye as we dance with the devil tonight. Don't you dare look at him in the eye as we dance with the devil tonight.
Say goodbye as we dance with the devil tonight. Don't you dare look him in the eye as we dance with the devil tonight. This idea of dancing with the devil comes up so often, doesn't it? Especially in music and movies and literature. And I always take it to mean that you are engaging in some activity or some behavior that has a high amount of risk associated with it. And it's somewhat reckless in its nature. And I always associate this with coping strategies or safety behaviors. I mean, coping strategies aren't always inherently risky or inherently reckless, but they serve a similar function of short-term benefit without considering the long-term consequences, which I guess at best are neutral the long-term consequences are neutral, so nothing changes, or at worst they're harmful. The long-term consequences of that short-term behavior actually harms you in some way or makes things worse. I wonder if that's why there's that line that was, don't look him in the eyes, because it's not good for you in the long term, and looking him in the eye, looking the devil in the eye would almost be having to face that, to acknowledge that in some way, and people don't want to do that, understandably so, just to make that clear. Crawling across my skin, feeling your cold, dead eyes. I'm guessing that's the devil's eyes again, looking upon him, even though he's not returning the favour, stealing this life of mine. So these risky behaviours, taking the singer away from the life he really wants. Maybe not even the life he wants, but from any life at all, as he's going to end up dead if he continues. And notice how this part of the verse, I think, was sung slower. The cadence, I think, might be the right word. Slow down, like he's dragging it out, he's prolonging it. Perhaps like what is happening to his life as he engages in these behaviours. He's just prolonging it and dragging it out in some way. Stealing the life of mine. I believe in you. I can show you that I can see right through all your empty lies. I won't last long in this world so wrong. Say goodbye. Chorus again. Him in the eye. Can you say it again there? Goodbye. You can say goodbye? Okay, that's it. That's just done. Oh, that goodbye at the end was very chilling, wasn't it? Very breathy and almost whispered, almost like last words. So once again, it's great to have some heavier stuff on the channel. This has got a bit of a citizen soldier vibe, I think, or maybe that's just because that's really the only other heavier stuff I've had on the channel recently, so I'm just connecting it with that, but it feels quite similar to me and love them as well. My friends, what do we think of Breaking Benjamin? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you thought of this track. Let me know if you can resonate with this idea of dancing with the devil. Enjoyed this one, liked it. Might go away and check out some more of Breaking Benjamin's YouTube channel. Maybe more from him to come. Nice one. Take care, everyone. Goodbye.